The Power of Values, an innovative teaching tool for better decision making. Values drive our decisions and behavior, so it is important to know about our own values. By her actions, my mother taught me the meaning of love, and my father generosity. But it wasn't until I was guided by a teacher of human values that my intense examination of values began. Hi, I'm Dr. Prabodh Mistry, and it's been my life's work to understand values. The approach I'm giving here will be particularly useful in the education of our young. There are many values. They can be personal, like having freedom and happiness, or one's own morality, like being courageous, obedient, and helpful. They can also be social values, like world peace, equality, and environmental protection. I have compared values of countries, businesses, and of the major faiths and have concluded that there are two core values. They are love and truth. Love links to our emotions and truth to our rationality. Both these values can be categorized. Love from selfish to unselfish. Moving from the left, we could have pets, neighbors, friends, father, mother, or saintly people in this direction towards unselfish love. This is the order in which I have placed them, but you may place them differently. For the core value of truth, the categories are from passing truth, relative truth, and moving towards unchanging or absolute truth. Let's extend the categories in the opposite direction too, that represent negative values, towards hate and towards untruth. After years of research into values in different arenas, I have come to form a hypothesis that all other values are a combination of love and truth. For instance, the value of justice contains a concept of right and wrong based on love and truth. But its interpretation depends on who you ask. A law court judge may put it here, with positive love and positive truth. A victim may apply honesty, but with a degree of vengeance, so it goes here. Truth positive, love negative. But the perpetrator may seek sympathy by bending the truth, and it goes here. Similarly, sympathy is defined as comforting the distress of a person. Empathy, on the other hand, is comforting the person with an understanding of the person's distress, so it is placed higher up on the truth scale. Similarly, pride, flattery, cynicism, pretense, vengeance, and so on, based on our own definitions. Viewing this at a high level, we realize that there is a limit to hate, but not to love. There is a limit to lies, but not to truth. This is why love and truth always win in the end. Remember, always. A good way to be a purposeful, authentic, energized, connected human being is to understand how values influence our character. Let's first draw a circle from the center of the grid to show limits to human behavior. Because we cannot operate with unconditional love or absolute truth, as we are limited by our own understanding of these core values. As human beings, we operate at three levels. Knowledge level, which is about facts, science, and experience. Thought level, which is a form of mental activity that justifies our intention. And action level, abbreviated to KTA. The values can be viewed at all three levels and in all four quadrants like this. Good values are in green because they are full of love and truth, the pinnacle values as I call them. Bad values are in red because they lack love and truth. Those in between are in amber, so those in quadrant 2 contain truth but without love, and those in quadrant 4 contain love but without truth. My second hypothesis is that any misalignment of values between these levels can cause stress or anxiety in us. Misalignment of values between action and thought leads to extrinsic tension, something we can live with and often do. But misalignment between thought and knowledge leads to intrinsic tension. This is not good for our physical or mental health. Let me illustrate this using an example. Imagine you love driving and are going well above the speed limit. You are technically breaking the law and probably looking out for any speed cameras or police. This is represented by misalignment of action with thought, causing extrinsic tension. But imagine you are caught by the police. You are now made to reconcile your action with thought. See how the tension has moved to the upper layer between thought and knowledge? This causes intrinsic tension, what psychologists call cognitive dissonance. This way of teaching values has been well received by professionals and students. It resonates naturally, and it will make learning about ethics, decision-making and good behavior exciting.